good, y'all? I'm your host, Asia.
And I'm your host, BJ. And this is Extra Script. Y'all already know what the deal is when y'all come into the building.
Yeah. Welcome back, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Happy to see everybody in here. It's been a lot going on, though.
It's a lot going on in the world.
A lot going on in the world, a lot going on in this house.
You know? Point blank, period. It's something, It's something going on, whether it's good or bad, whether it's positive or negative.
Yeah, that part, but you got to just keep on going. Pick up the pieces and keep it moving, okay? Figure out the workaround.
Hey, that's what we're going to do.
Just saying. Y'all, technology does not go with me. I'm just saying, okay? But y'all, we get into some really good stuff today.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, smash the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from Asia and BJ. If you're listening to us over on the streaming platform, thank y'all so much for tapping in. And make sure y'all hit that auto download button so you don't miss any episodes from Asia and BJ.
Not one single one.
Okay?
Not one single episode.
Not one.
Yeah.
So I want to get into this trending topic that I found the other day. I thought this might be something that either you're going to go crazy over or it's going to make you lose your mind. You're probably going to get an attitude. I'm just saying. What if because you're an American and you get on a flight and you see somebody getting on from a whole nother country that they just say, oh, you can go, you go by, you go next.
You talking about here in the United States?
Yeah, in the United States. But meanwhile, all the United States American citizens are having to stop and pull out passports and IDs and digging and swigging and all of that just to go through the damn security point.
So you can be pre-checked in and all that stuff. I don't believe it.
No?
No.
Did you know that's actually happening, though?
For who?
That's actually happening.
That's a scary thought.
In the United States.
That's a scary thought for the simple fact that we got to show ID.
Yeah.
For everything that we do, how we move around.
Yeah, you got to show ID.
But somebody else from a different country, or particularly just like someone that's an immigrant.
Yep.
Coming to the United States or leaving?
Coming in
just
general.
Just to get here. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can already see like the trouble on the horizon with that going on.
Yeah. Well, let me bring up this article real quick. I'm going to bring it up so you can see. American travelers are outraged by signs appearing at U.S. airports appearing to allow migrants onto flights without showing proper identification. U.S. citizens traveling domestically have to show a valid ID card or passport to board a plane, but signs at certain airports say there are different rules for some newly arrived migrants.
And I need this article to kind of break it down, like why they're making this decision.
I don't care why they're making this decision. The fact that they letting people into this country right now with no ID, without any identification,
right?
Like, I feel like we can at least try to do like a background check. I mean, damn, why are we just letting people come on in? Oh, just bring all your kids, all your cousins.
That's the same thing I'm thinking about too. I'm like, well, why? Because I mean, if anybody else has to have all this identification, why wouldn't you be able to identify yourself? You could be a fugitive leaving another country and just flee here and get here, and next thing you know, you just disappear in the abyss of the United States of America.
Literally.
Never found again.
Oh yeah, they'll be found at some point when they come in here and start committing crimes like they've been tearing up some shit.
Yeah,
while they over here.
I just feel like right now that whole system right now is just busted, dusted, and crusted right now.
In practice, this means migrants who have entered the country using the CBP One app, some 45,000 people a month, can use it as their travel document and even choose whether to allow officers to take their picture.
So all you need is a CBP.
Basically. So you can just come on over here. Customs and Border Protection to validate adult non-U.S. travel documentation when the traveler does not otherwise have an acceptable form of identification. So basically they just sign a piece of paper that says who they are. And say, don't take my picture.
That,
I don't want you to take my picture. I don't care. No.
So if they're not a documented citizen, what happens after that once they get here?
But why, like my thing is, why wouldn't they, like even that? Why are we not taking pictures of these people? I need a name associated with who you say you are after watching.
And where you going?
Was that Scarface that he came over here and they came over here cutting up and tearing up and busting up?
A lot of fugitives, a lot of people that were felons and stuff like that.
I feel criminals. Okay. See, after watching that,
it'll let you know as far as like what the problems are when you're trying to bring a lot of different people from different countries over here. Because, I mean, obviously, here in the United States, I can't leave and go to France and do the same thing.
Why not?
Without identification.
What they gonna do? Yeah, because France they gonna stop your ass at the door.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
What is you doing?
I couldn't go to the UK and do that. at least I'm under the impression that you couldn't.
Well, let me tell you, okay? Let me just read you this real quick.
No, man.
The administration's mentality is. So this is the idea behind what we are trying to accomplish.
Shit. Okay. Let's give them a chance. What we going to accomplish?
These are our people we pay our taxes to. This should make you excited. They have good ideas, right?
Yes, a lot of smart people up there.
Okay, so here we go. The administration's mentality is to try and make it the most humane and pleasurable experience for these poor people under distress because it is such a tough ordeal to navigate an American airport. But you've got to be kidding me. Many of them just came from Middle East, traversed 7 countries, used apps to get here, and we are supposed to believe Phoenix Airport might be all too much for them. Ridiculous.
That's not any type of logic. That doesn't speak of any logic to me.
We have to be nice, okay? Find your damn niceness and kind-heartedness and be pleasurable to the new people.
Oh, I'm kind and I'm kind-hearted. This ain't got nothing to do about being pleasurable and showing hospitality, but I'm just saying as far as
damn that.
And everybody talk about it as well too, as far as like our country trying to protect us, you know, putting all the proper things in place to make sure the wrong type of people are left out of the country, as far as like bad people, criminals, people that want to hurt U.S. citizens. So I'm kind of perplexed because I'm just like, after everything that we see here, you know, we in Texas, so we already know everything that's going on at the border.
Right.
So to have the things that's going on at the border, and then you have people that's flying in that's pretty much undocumented, other than the CBP, and that's off of an app. And
then we're not even having to take their pictures as well. So now we don't. They could literally tell you whoever they want to be when if something goes down. They can be
just a made up name, huh?
Joe Bob, for all we care. Like, okay, but then you don't even have a picture associated with you telling us who you said you were. Like,
exactly.
How do you navigate through something like that to make it? This is a distress situation, but we just allowing people to come into the country undocumented. Mm-hmm. Like, you can use whatever name that you need to use to get over here if you hiding from Pookie and them. Like, whatever. Like, basically, it's like whatever.
And then also, you know, we just saw it in the news too in New York with the mayor giving like $53 million to other immigrants.
I'm going to get to that. The rest of us are paying the prices at gas pumps and grocery stores while taxes continuing to go up. Mm-hmm. Yet the U.S. is continuing to bring masses of people into the country. And I feel like this is eventually, like, if they don't stop this, it's going to blow up in everybody's face.
Yeah. It already is.
You're right. It already is. Yeah. Like, I feel like the people who were like, oh, yeah, we can't close them out. Yeah, and I bet you now they singing a different song now.
Yeah, they're singing a lot of people, a lot of different, you know, major cities are singing a different tune. Even like I just said, what's going on in New York right now, what made the news as far as them almost kind of like breaking the bank. And again, for me, I don't have any like bias towards any like body's nationality, where they come from. My only thing is just to make sure that you do it the right way when you go into a country, do it legally.
Well, I get that.
That's what another country would expect of me if I move to another country.
You take your behind over anywhere else, they gonna start asking you a whole bunch of questions, especially if you say in a length amount of time. Like, some countries, like...
Yeah, if you're going to be staying for a while, they going to be wanting to know where you going, where you going to be living at,
where you working,
address.
Most importantly, okay? Like, where can we collect taxes from when you get you a job? What is your plan when you get here? Yeah. Other than everybody taking care of you.
Can we get you a Social Security card before you leave?
Right. Can we, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Can we at least do that much?
Yeah, and just do everything the right way as far as, like, documenting people that comes into the country.
Well...
That's it. That's all we ask for.
That's the one thing that we asking for, but yeah. So speaking of New York, funny enough, they're like interesting because I don't find any of it to be actually funny.
At all.
So interesting enough, while we're on the topic of New York in particular. So I found another article, okay, and this actually came from New York's Post. NYC's migrants crisis hits new level of madness. Free rooms, meals to thugs who are robbing us. Just the title alone.
That little last part was a little disturbing.
It was a little disturbing.
Free rooms, meals to thugs who are robbing us.
Yeah, we giving them food, money, and somewhere to live, and they still out here in the damn streets.
I mean, just think of it this way. I mean, and this has to do with that $53 million as far as giving people like free room and board, free meals, things of that nature. But my whole thing is, when you have people that are impoverished, like, and, it's a known fact that crime is going to go up.
Do you think just because they've never had anything that there's a likelihood
it's going to go up.
or a good chance or possibility that being around people might be more wealthier than where you come from? Mm-hmm. The likelihood of crime is just going to continue to spike and go up because you're bringing in a lot of people who don't live that way, have never seen that type of living or lifestyle even.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
And then a lot of places that they're putting them at too.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
that has a lot to do with too, because obviously, if they're giving free room and board, they're not going to give them the free room and board at the Waldorf Astoria.
You think not?
Not necessarily. I ain't gonna sit here and say that they don't, but I'm just saying they're gonna have them down the street at the Super 8, at the Motel 6 down there in the Bronx.
Wait,
somewhere.
hold on. Hold on. Hold that thought. Okay, Maria Manara, who's 32, who's been arrested at least 8 times in the 6 months since she's arrived from Venezuela, is living at the Row NYC Hotel, once held for its unbeatable Times Square location and front row view of the theater district.
Oh, shit. Well, hey, I stand corrected. But what are they doing? Like, what do they have to do to be able to, like, to get that type of like approval where someone's, where we're gonna give them money to stay at a hotel? Like what?
You
do
show
they have
up
to
at
do?
the door and they there to pass it out to you. Oh, $500 for you, cause right now
day?
$500 a night for each of the 1,300 rooms given over to migrants. This is just for this location.
They tripping. They crazy as hell.
$500. Where do you think this $500 is coming from?
I've never even stayed in a room that was $500 a night. I'm just gonna say that like that. Is anybody out there has ever stayed in a room that's $500 a night?
Not only that, Manara was also busted again last week for snatching a woman's cell phone on the number 6 train. She was charged with grand larceny and resisting arrest, but instead of locking her up, Judge Jay Weiner granted supervised release, likely in time for her to make it back to the hotel and another prepared meal paid by you and me.
Some of these articles are starting to piss me off right now. I'm starting to get pissed off right now as we speak now.
This is what's really happening in the world, though. Like,
well, I mean, she snatched a cell phone. She had to make a very important phone call that day.
Eventually, we keep bringing all these criminals over here. Then what's going to happen to our justice system? Yeah. What are we going to start have to letting people go because we don't have room for them?
But who made that decision, though?
Who you mean made that decision?
Like who, as a collective, made that decision?
Didn't the governor or the?
No, I'm saying, was it like Democrats or Republicans? Who was like really, really spearheading this as far as like bringing immigrants in?
I'm not really sure
because we just brought this up as far as I bet they're gonna kick themselves in the ass at some point because I just see it and I feel right now that it's just spiraling out of control. Just from like a lot of the articles I see, a lot of the posts. Yeah, we talking about New York City right now. We're not even talking about the $53 million.
And that's a huge tourist city. Like very. I feel
Times Square.
You're gonna be scared to even move. Like, I mean, eventually, what's gonna end up happening? Like, shoot, people they not gonna want to go do anything out there. We got free criminals walking around here, like literally free.
So when we take a trip to New York.
We're not going there.
We ain't gonna have nowhere to stay.
I'm not going there anytime soon.
Because all the hotel rooms gonna be booked up.
Not only that, but you got people down there that aren't even documented. They don't even have their name. Like you just wrote your name on a piece of paper when you got here that said, your name is whoever you say you are. And then we got you hooked up. We got you. Come on, bring all your kids.
Yeah. The only thing, the only downfall again about all of that is just, you heaping so much onto, the American people as far as like the taxes and having to pay more taxes so they can fund these types of things.
I think eventually, like what's going to end up happening, like people going to be wanting to leave America. One is because it's just getting out of control. Like this kind of stuff is what usually will take over a country. Like you start letting too much of this go on for too long. Like what are you going to have left if everybody out there getting robbed and stuck up? And
they're already trying to get away from us already. They're trying to build civilizations on Mars already. So
well, shit, this ain't the place for that. Okay,
so if
they need to find somewhere else other than America to go find some damn place to live, like Mars. Okay,
I know, but
send their ass there.
But you know what the motto is to the United States?
What?
Bring your needs.
No, don't bring nobody over here. That's the thing. Don't bring nobody over here. Don't bring their ass over here.
You know that's the motto that they preach now.
Okay.
Anybody can come here. My whole thing is just making sure that you do it the right way. Work visa, get a real visa.
Right.
Social Security.
That's it. I just don't like to pay for people's taxes for free. That's my only. I got an attitude with you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if I look at you a little salty, it's probably because I'm a little bit salty that I'm paying your taxes.
It's just crazy
for free. While you eat for free and live for free
and
piss for free, right. Everything else for free,
and you're not contributing back.
Sure.
Point blank. Period.
Okay, moving right along. More trending topics. Okay, now I'm about to. This one might heat you up a little bit. Some of those out there, you might get a little bit triggered who watch us, but just know, it's all love over here on this side.
We do it out of the love of our
I don't care, but look, truth is truth.
Come on now.
Okay, that's the part we need to start facing what the truth is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 5 trans players dominate women's college volleyball game, sparking outrage and claims of cheating. 5 transgender players reportedly dominated a recent women's college volleyball game in Canada, sparking outrage online. Canadian website showing 3 trans athletes playing for Seneca Sting and 2 for Centennial Colts in January 24th's game. The trans athletes played throughout the full game while biological females were left warming the benches, according to the right-wing website. The 5 were also dominant in the game, helping Seneca win the best of 5 series, beating Centennial by a score of 3-1, the site said. Volleyball Insider told us that the situation is so dire that it is no longer safe for biological women to compete, claiming that 2 female athletes recently suffered concussions in incidents involving trans women, including one who played as a man last season. The league's policy states that a trans female student athlete being treated with testosterone suppression medication for gender identity disorder or gender dysphoria cannot compete on a women's team until after completing 1 calendar year of testosterone suppressant treatment.
That's interesting right there. That last little bit that you said about the testosterone treatment, I didn't even know that it went that deep.
I'm not holding back on this.
Should you?
They don't need to have their asses on the court. If you were born a man, you should play a man's sport. If you were born a woman, you should play a woman's sport.
You already know how I stand on this.
If you want to play like transgender, like they need a whole league for that so that they can all be equal with each other. Whatever the law, whatever the suppressant, whatever the fuck you got to do to stay in that league.
Right.
Is what they need to do.
I'm just trying to figure out how did we get to this point?
I don't understand how they see that this is right though. I just don't understand where it's right. What makes it right that they just claim that they are a female?
Why would you even want to? Why would you even want to play a woman's sport knowing that you're a man? And obviously, we done already seen, when you weigh it up against science and you see that obviously men are already naturally stronger than women. So if a man transitions into a woman, he's still biologically a man. And I just don't get how, and we even seen it here in the United States with college sports, with wrestling, volleyball, swimming, where they're allowing someone to be a transgender to cross over into another sport, and then it's then they dominate, and then they win, and everybody's sitting here looking at it well, duh.
Yeah, of course they would win. What did you think was going to happen?
Right.
The strong swimmer,
the transgender female boxed a regular female and knocked her ass out.
Right.
I mean, I'm just like, okay.
What did you think was going to happen? Yeah. I just in a real.
It's almost like cheating.
Twist away. Yeah, it's absolutely cheating. Yeah. But to me, it's a sick disregard. I feel like it's just a disregard to the biological type of set you are born with. Like, bump the fact that you were born a girl. We allow men to play now as long as they say that they are a woman. Like, I just think that's just not right.
Right.
And the thing is, like, my thing is, I have no problems with transgender people, gay people, the LGBT. Like, I don't have any issues with them. I'm talking about in terms of like a sex change in a sport that's competing with someone that's of opposite sex of them in terms of what they were born as, male or female, should not be competed in a sport that
at all
they change to, because that's what they identify as. Like, I don't. How does that take it out? I don't understand.
How does it make it right?
How does it take out the fact that they were still a man?
How does it make it right? How does it make it okay?
This is their way,
because of the physical advantages. I mean,
right. But me, it's like, what's sick about it is that they continue to kind of force this shit down people's throat. Like, y'all are going to accept this regardless of how unfair. Life is not fair. They hit you with that, right?
Every single time.
Life is unfair.
Every single time. And we all know that. We know life is unfair. But
okay, but let's make it as fair as it should be.
Right.
if there's anything within our control.
It always has to be an even playing field, especially when it comes to sports. And, it's cheating at the end of the day.
I wonder what the students of the school think about that. I'm just curious in terms of like the athletes, because I think like the camaraderie on a team is always going to be like, hoorah, right? Like, everybody, we on the same team.
Win.
Yeah, we just want to win, and then they get a bond, and then these are your teammates, and then they start seeing past what the issue that everybody else has, and they don't, you know what I mean? Because now they've become a part of it, right? Because these are my friends that we talking about here. But in reality, I'm like, you lost your mind. You can't come in here and take no shower with me. Have you ever seen someone that looks like a celebrity that you admire, like that you look up to, that you love in general as an artist? You see somebody that looks exactly like them. What is going to be your first instinct?
First instinct.
What are you going to do? Like,
like for us, it was always like Michael Jackson. Or, they had like Elvis impersonators, people like them. It's almost like you would look at them like they like the real deal, especially when you was younger.
Yeah.
So I just feel like you have like a certain affinity for people that actually look like a celebrity. Like you want to walk up to them, you want to take a picture with them, shake their hand.
Really,
like that.
You want to do all of that? With a fake imitation of somebody?
Yeah, when I was younger, like Michael Jackson all day.
Okay, maybe when you were younger. Because if I, like now, I would be like, hell no.
Yeah, now I would be like, bro. Like,
I hate that I even look like this person because I don't want nobody be comparing me all the time. the time.
No, but it's people that actually make a living off of like
I know
somebody else's image.
Right.
Like, because they look just like them. and sometimes they have like issues with, like when someone like particularly say that, they actually look like a celebrity. Like they actually like put up flyers and posters and they'll like be doing bookings at like clubs and all kind of events and they're not even like the real person.
Right. Exactly. Okay, y'all. Let me read y'all this little article. I look just like Beyonce. Fans want to marry me and give me $25,000 a night, she says.
Beyonce concert, I'm beyond turn.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah. You got a little bit excited. We started talking about Beyonce with your favorite topic and stuff.
Yeah,
like this is your favorite thing.
Shout out to my sister in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Repping Houston.
She ain't looking for you.
That's my sister.
Okay.
That's my other sister.
No, she ain't none of that. None of that.
She don't even know my name. She don't know yet. You know what I mean?
She ain't looking for you. She don't know who you are. None of that.
Yeah, she don't know I'm her long lost brother.
Oh gosh, y'all get him. Okay, BJ is Beyonce's little brother. I can't. Okay.
No, we like about the same age. So.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, that make y'all twins, huh?
Yeah. See, there you go.
Shut up. Okay. A Brazilian woman says she has bagged job offers, marriage proposals, and even an overnight proposition of $25,000 because she looks just like Beyonce. When people see me, they immediately comment that I look just like the singer. Her name is Juliana Machado Satino.
You lying.
Satino. Which
you
she's
lying.
35 years old.
25,000 a night.
Yeah, she said most of them are surprised by the extent of the resemblance. People always say, wow, did you know that you look like Beyonce? Or girl, you are a lucky person. You remind me a lot of Queen Bee. Satino said she only noticed her resemblance to Beyonce when she began posting on social media back in 2019.
So, okay. Oh, y'all, pull up the pictures, y'all. Let's check out the pictures and see.
Okay.
Wait, pull up the pictures. First, we got to see, do she really look like Beyonce?
She kind of got the color, the complexion. I mean, you know, she got some full little lips and stuff with the blonde hair.
Lips, okay, the eyebrows.
But I don't know, she look a little sleepy.
She do look like she needs some coffee, don't she?
She look a little sleepy. Beyonce.
She need to wake me up.
Beyonce always look alive. I'm just saying.
Hold on. Okay. So this picture right here, though. Look at this one, though.
That's Beyonce right there.
Oh, that's Beyonce?
Look, see how you see? I need you.
I'm about to say. I'm like, damn. That's like a split image right there.
I really need you to focus.
That's not her.
No, that's not her.
That's her right there, though.
This her right here.
Okay.
That does not look like Beyonce.
Okay.
That look like Beyonce might have some issues going on, like something internally.
That do not look like Beyonce.
That's affecting the eye twitch movement.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no.
Oh gosh.
No, I see it, but then I don't see it.
My question is like, do she sing like Beyonce? I mean, can she dance like Beyonce? What about the body though? Like, do she dress like Beyonce? Because you know, you can say you Beyonce all day. Because this right here is not giving me Beyonce vibe.
That's not a Beyonce vibe right there. Look at the eyeballs.
This is giving me like Aunt Clarice. Okay. That got like the blonde hair.
That ain't her.
No.
No.
You okay? Well.
No, but the fact that she can make a living doing it, especially in the day and age that we're living in now with social media.
Yeah, but how long that's gonna last? Okay, because she's 35, Beyonce already 42. So I'm just like, how long you gonna be able to pull that off? Like where? Now,
don't
granted,
even matter though.
She in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, like maybe it's a little different.
Rio where?
The culture, babe. Leave me alone.
Rio de what?
Right? You heard what I said.
No,
you heard what I said.
I mean, it don't even matter. It's just the fact that she's able to like actually be able to pull this off. Do it with like the best intentions. Don't be out here trying to like really like be trying to book shows and parties and stuff like that, saying that you are Beyonce.
She probably not doing that. People ain't that crazy. Come on, like the Beehive ain't that damn crazy.
Right.
As soon as they see a lookalike, they gonna know. Like right. You don't even have to turn around and look at us, and we know that's not Beyonce. Yeah. I'm just saying. I can't be mad. You know, hey, whatever floats your boat.
Don't be mad, LaToya.
Okay, look,
LaToya,
I need you to focus. Don't even start. I knew you was gonna start with something like that. Okay, DMX.
Because
DMX.
LaToya, because you know all about Destiny's Child.
Who else are you supposed to be?
All them times that you was with Beyonce.
Tupac?
No, I'm not no damn Tupac. I ain't no damn Tupac. But no, you look just like LaToya Luckett.
DMX though, for sure. I know DMX.
Yeah. Maybe DMX.
Okay, y'all look at BJ and tell us in the comment section if he look like DMX, like low key.
Y'all look at Asia. Let us know. Let us know. Let me know if she looks like LaToya Luckett.
He gonna bust out with some dang on LaToya. Okay.
Can I cater to you? Do that real quick.
That's Destiny's Child.
Was that your verse in Destiny's Child, LaToya?
Okay.
Or did you already left the group by the time that song came out?
Okay. Next. You
already left the group.
Okay. Okay.
No, but LaToya. But I want to know, why did you leave the group though?
Because I didn't want to sing with them no more. Damn. No, they put my ass out the group.
They kicked your ass out the group. Just tell the truth. They kicked your ass out the group because no, you did not leave.
You can't sit with us.
You was forced to leave.
Yeah, that part. Okay, yeah. Maybe I couldn't sing up to par. You know.
Yeah.
I was cute enough though.
But your voice was a little raspy.
It was like, and then I didn't want to do the dance moves.
Okay, so you didn't even want to practice dancing.
I don't know. Like, don't start getting me in trouble with LaToya, okay? Shout out to LaToya, okay? She is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's not get it twisted.
This Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super Bowl Sunday.
We got the 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Is it going down this Sunday?
It's going down this Sunday.
Do you want to make me a Super Bowl bet this year?
I'm making you a Super Bowl bet.
Okay, I don't want to.
Who you gonna take?
No, I don't know. Babe, see, you always try to.
We'll let everybody know off the podcast. We'll let everybody know exactly who we going for, because we're gonna make another bet. There's gonna be 3 years in a row.
3 years in a row. I'm not getting the pie this year neither. But I need to know which team is going to win. I don't know they real statistics and the players and stuff.
That's good.
I can't do the breakdown like you can. That's cheating. So I need people to tell me in the comment section.
But that's why I'm going to let you choose who you want, and I'm going to take the other team.
Right. I just need them to tell me who's most likely to win first. The comment section.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm putting my money more on Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes, just because this going to be, I think this is Patrick Mahomes' like 4th Super Bowl that he gonna be in.
Dang.
And he that young, you know.
How old is he?
I don't know how old he is.
That's a lot of Super Bowls.
To be that young, and he's probably, what, 25?
25?
26 somewhere.
So he's been in the Super Bowl that many times and he's that young?
Already. Yeah, he went to a Super Bowl. He went to a Super Bowl in his 2nd year in the league. That's already remarkable in itself. But something else that I wanted to bring up too was, you know how everybody, you know, with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
What are they calling them?
I have no idea. I know I be seeing Taylor up there in that dang on box every day. Yeah, she be up there every game.
Yeah.
Cheering her little man on. Okay, I see you, Taylor.
But not just the Super Bowl tickets. You know the Super Bowl tickets. If people thought that was like astronomical, think about how much it costs to get an actual suite at the Super Bowl.
Oh, I can only. It's like stupid. I bet you it's like something stupid, like 20,000, 25,000 per suite.
No, it's not.
50.
No, it's not 50,000.
How much is it?
Right now, as of today, if you go on there to look,
yeah,
the prices for one suite is anywhere between $1.4 and $2.5 million.
No freaking way.
Yes.
Nobody's paying for that.
People. You know,
nobody's doing that.
Beyonce paying for it. If she wanted to go, if Beyonce want to go, she gonna go.
Beyonce is an exception. She's an exception.
And then you got like business owners, people like that definitely has, that definitely have the money to fork over that. But think about how much that is. 1.4 for a 3-hour game, 2.5 for like the big presidential suites.
I mean, damn, do the seats like sing? Are they vibrating seats? Do they keep your butt warm or something? I mean, what do they do for $1.4 million?
It's just like a regular football game that you go to.
Man, them fools crazy. I'm not doing that.
Just like during the regular season, if they pay whatever they pay for them then, now it's just at an exorbitant rate.
Yeah.
Way out the roof. Well, Taylor Swift and them, they gonna have them a suite.
What, look. I'm gonna be in the back. Y'all know I'm gonna be at the top.
Yeah.
At the very top, like where the roof start. Okay. How much those seats are?
I don't know. And we've been in those suites before, but I don't think we've been in the presidential suites. But we have been to like football games where we've sat in the suites. Yeah. But just to think about having to fork over that much money for a Super
insane.
Bowl.
I wouldn't.
Even if I had it,
right.
I wouldn't spend it on a Super Bowl.
Not that. No, maybe if you just got it though. Like when you a billionaire, like we talking about billionaires there, Taylor Swift, where her tickets cost like $500 a seat.
Remember when to go look at that? And
that
it was
sell out.
Yes.
And
she did 2 dates here.
Right. She been in the same city twice. Like, okay.
And sold both of them out.
She can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I deserve to go to the Super Bowl for that.
Yeah, but she gonna be there cheering on Travis Kelce now.
I'm a little disappointed about who's at the Super Bowl this year. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, we are very disappointed. We thought that the Lions was gonna get it done.
Yeah.
But they didn't. But yeah, I definitely wanted to kind of like fill you in with that, because right now it's still some suites open. But I don't see nobody paying 2.5.
They gonna probably have a whole bunch of
damn
suites. The whole round stadium is gonna be empty on that section. Like you gonna see lights on. The only person we might see is Taylor Swift up in there. Like,
man, I'm trying to tell you, if it was us, man, it'd be a whole bunch of empty seats, a whole bunch of empty suites.
Period. Moving right along. 2 Kentucky moms say they were drugged, raped by Bahama resort staffers. Crews never told them about travel warning until after the assault. Can you imagine going on vacation, going and you get off? See, this is why you should always try to pay for the dang on excursions, as much as you be trying to cut corners, though, because you know they be getting off on people like that. That's what I'm saying that you should do. But obviously, the majority of people kind of do their own thing, especially if you used to cruising. Like if you go on cruises all the time and you already know what to expect when you get there, like you just do your own thing, right?
Where people be like, hey, let me just hop in the cab. And they be like, hey, I can take you here. I can take you there.
And you probably feel comfortable enough to do it because you've been there so many times. You know what I'm saying?
But didn't it happen to us the last time? It might have been when we was in Montego Bay when we docked there. But there were so many like taxi drivers that were like, oh, yeah, I'll just take you. Oh, y'all want to go horseback riding?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take you into the village. I'll take you into the city.
Yeah.
And we literally sitting here looking at this dude like,
I don't need you to take me nowhere. Okay, if I want to go somewhere, I'll just walk. I feel like that's the reason why we don't do it either. Like we just kind of walk around on the port. Like we're not about to volunteer ourselves.
We just not them type of. We just not that adventurous where we're like, yeah, we just gonna get out and we just gonna wing it in a country that we've never been to.
Right.
We don't know what the rate is. We know.
Yeah, and hope for the best.
We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on.
But you're gonna save. You're gonna save in comparison to what you would have spent to go do that on your own. You're gonna save over. I can guarantee you over $100
at least.
And
I feel like $100 is not worth your life.
But $100 is like the low end. Like you probably could get away with. You could probably go parasailing. You could probably go skiing. You could probably go water skiing. Like you could probably go do about 3 or 4 things. Like and pay it with your cash or whatever, however you want to do it.
Dollars, yeah.
And had the time of your life. And then you can do the one thing, like pay the excursion on the cruise line. You're going to do the one thing, go pet the dolphins, and they're going to bring your ass back.
And they're going to bring you right back. And it's time to go.
Like, that's it. Nothing else, okay?
But one thing that's kind of irking me about this article is that they didn't have like a travel warning for them.
They do have one. They have one now that I was actually just telling you about that. Like Bahamas. That's what made me go and look this up. Bahamas and I think Jamaica also got.
As far as like the travel warning, like the rating. And stuff like that.
So anybody just be forewarned. Okay, there is a travel advisory,
and it's so important that you check that travel advisory.
Absolutely. So let me read this to y'all.
Okay.
2 moms from Kentucky are speaking out after they were allegedly drugged and in the Bahamas Sunday after the U.S. issued a travel warning for the vacation hotspot. Longtime friends Amber and Dungala Dobson said their first kid-free vacation ended with a traumatic broad daylight assault when they decided to go to the beach after the Carnival cruise ship they were on docked at the island's country. The moms were relaxing on a Grand Bahama beach when a resort staffer offered them a 2-for-1 drink deal. They accepted and took photos with the tropical drinks, one in a pineapple, the other in a coconut, but they soon felt like the drinks were much stronger than expected. It says,
That's scary.
I know. Even their loved ones back home grew concerned when the women sent back videos where they seemed to be highly intoxicated just 15 minutes after their first sips. Less than a few sips into the second drink, we knew something was wrong. Something was terribly wrong. They went to look for seashells to bring back to their kids when a male resort staffer offered to show them the best spot to find shells. But the next thing Shira could recall was waking up while she was being assaulted by a uniformed male resort staffer. I came to in the process of my rape, she told News Station Breaking Down. Yeah, and it says Bahamian authorities and other staffers at the resort were able to immediately identify the 2 men accused of the noon assault through surveillance footage. One of the attackers had only been employed by the resort for about a week, according to Shearer.
Damn.
Royal Bahama Police arrested 2 men, a 40-year-old of South Bahamia and 54-year-old of 8 Mile Rock, in connection to the assault, the department said in the news release.
They just got coerced.
You know how those people be walking up to you at the beach?
Yes.
We actually...
in the Bahamas.
We were there.
And we also were on the beach.
Yep, we were on the beach.
And people were offering us like coconuts and drinks and things like that.
Sure was. And you know how those people just be walking around like those... They got a backpack on their back most of the time, and they like, "Hey, you want a drink? Oh, come back to my table." And there's nobody there really to say that you can't that they can't be there because there's multiple people doing it.
Yes.
Like this is not just one little setup. It's like
it's kind of like a little panhandling type of thing.
Literally, yeah, exactly. So these people basically can go there and sell like their own drinks at the beach, and there's just no rules to say that they can't. And people, if you want something to drink, you go get it from them.
It's just too loosey out there. It's just too loose.
That's scary as hell, though. Like being with like a girlfriend and somebody's like, hey, get the 2 for $1. You get you a drink thinking you just having a good time, enjoying some fun in the sun. And all of a sudden, like shit starts getting dizzy. You sit your ass down. You start getting quiet. The water and the waves look like they twisting up in front of you and shit. Like, you don't know what the hell. Like, all of a sudden.
At some point, that's all you hear is just the waves.
That's insane. Like, I wondered, so they went to go to a spot to go find seashells. So they must have, like, drug them off somewhere. Because I can only imagine there being, like, a lot of people around to see this. Or not, I guess.
Yeah, just walk them off.
Yeah, so they had to have like walk them off somewhere because there's a lot of people around sitting, beaching, activities. There's a lot going on.
Typically, yeah.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, and so like you said, they just let them off, and that's my problem. Like when you traveling abroad, like you got to really be like on your P's and you got to be on your Q's. We went and traveled a few times, and the way. Like how pushy people are to try to get you to buy something, even when they're trying to sit here and say, oh, it's a 2 for $1, or you get half off, or it's free, or you come over here, we got this, we got this, we got that.
Don't ever go for the free line.
Don't ever go to the free line. Don't ever let them try to put something on you.
Nothing is free. Know that.
Because they'll try to put like a bracelet on your wrist and say it's free, and then you try to walk up and he like, can
$5?
Can you just give me a little something? And I'm like,
and then they mad.
I thought it was free.
I guess you didn't give them anything.
And then you take the bracelet off and give it back to them, and then they mad.
Yeah, they mad. Oh, they mad as hell because they done wasted 10 minutes sitting there talking to you about nothing, thinking that you were about to hand them a couple dollars for the little bracelet that they said was free to put on your wrist.
You know, you got to be okay with telling them no. Or telling anybody no. I feel like sometimes you get to a new country and you feel like you want to experience the culture.
Let loose a little bit.
Enjoy. A little bit.
I feel like the majority of a person, though, knows like they take precautionary measures to some degree. Like every person, especially
I'll be honest, though.
Women travelers, like single travelers, people who travel by themselves. Like, you know, you don't give people a debit card. Like, don't do that. Like, I think people in general know to get cash. Like, even when you're on a cruise ship, most people, you'll see people at the ATM getting cash before they even get off the boat. I'd rather somebody just take my cash off of me than somebody take my card.
You know, our first trip,
you think about
our first trip, maybe our second trip, like
yeah,
we didn't
but we
know.
were really, really broke too. We really didn't.
Well, it don't have nothing
it had everything to do with that.
I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, it don't have anything necessarily to do with if you have money or if you don't have money. It's just like being inexperienced. And I felt like early on we were inexperienced. Even if we went to like the beach and somebody's like, we got this. You remember? And we gave people like some money and everybody was like, no, that's free. Like, those chairs are free. And we just getting duped like left and right for like $20 here, $20 there. And you don't really realize that until you get more experienced in traveling and being around, you know, different cultures, and it's like you start seeing it for what it really is.
Yeah, exactly.
And start seeing like the danger too, because some stuff that we did where we was taking cabs early on. Like,
remember we went horseback riding?
That's right. Exactly. Tell it. Go ahead.
Y'all. We were in Mexico, y'all, and literally we had like, I don't even want to say we were broke, okay? And we really shouldn't have even been there, but we were. We just wanted to do something, like, and we didn't really care what it was. We got our behinds in this taxi. We left the port from the cruise.
We sure did.
The cruise port, got into this taxi. Couldn't even
cruise.
communicate. Yeah, and we couldn't even communicate with the taxi driver. We just told him what we wanted to do. So we pull up, like both of us looking back and stuff. Like I'm like, where are the cars?
Because we're getting further and further from the cruise port.
And before you know it,
start seeing trees.
We driving on like these little back roads and stuff. And there's no other cars. It's just us. It's just us. And like we get out and pull up and he pulls into this little parking lot. Like literally there's still no cars. Like all you can see is like the little thing, the barn where the horses were. And me and BJ kind of looked at each other like
it ran down. Like it looked like it wasn't even a horse in sight.
Right. I'm like, first of all, where are the horses? Like, Y'all, they put us on these little scrawny little horses. They got flies coming off of them.
They malnutrition.
The horses look like they barely had skin on. Like they were so skinny.
You can
these
see their
horses.
ribs.
Oh my God. It was horrible. I felt bad. I'm like, at this point, like, shoot, we done paid for the dang on taxi to get here. We already broke. I mean, paying to get back is
And
we ain't gonna have nothing left.
And then I feel like we just stick out like a sore thumb. Like people already know we were like the only couple.
Literally, there was nobody else. We were the only couple. And then remember when, like, the back road that he took us on to walk us with the horses and stuff?
Yes.
Y'all, I thought, like, for sure, if anybody wanted to jump out of the bush and take us out,
would have never been found again.
Never to be seen from, heard from again. Okay, that's the shit we were on.
But we laughing about it. But like, think about how dangerous.
That was dangerous. Like, even after we got back, I feel like both of us were probably like, yeah, we probably shouldn't have did that.
When we got back, we was like,
that was that one thing.
We kind of lucky.
That was the one thing
nothing
that
happened
we
to us
did.
because they could have jacked us, robbed us, took everything that we had,
literally anything,
and would have never been found like Jimmy Hoffa.
That's it. AI has been such like a popular trending type of thing nowadays. Like the amount of people that have started to take it. I mean, it's a good thing. It's great to have it. AI is great. It's very knowledgeable, but it's a lot of stuff that it don't know. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, I guess
that's a fact.
The AI trainer has not been trained to do a lot of things yet, but it's been trained to do a lot.
Yeah.
So saying that, what if somebody like did a AI like search on you and they were like, tell me about BJ. And AI comes back and says, he is something outrageous. Okay, like far crazy from wait a minute, where did you even get this information talking about stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. There's this article, Chat GPT. Have you heard of that before? Chat GPT? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Chat GPT smeared me with false sexual harassment charges. A law professor is accusing OpenAI's suddenly omnipresent Chat GPT bot of entering the age of disinformation. Turley, who teaches law at George Washington University, told the Post that fabricated claims are chilling. It invented an allegation where I was on the faculty at a school where I had never taught, went on a trip that I never took, and reported an allegation that was never made, he told the Post. It is highly ironic because I have been writing about the dangers of AI to free speech. Basically, he was falsely accused. It says, criminal defense attorney Jonathan Turley renewed growing fears over AI's potential dangers after revealing how Chat GPT falsely accused him of sexually harassing a student. He described the alarming claim in a viral tweet storm and a scathing column currently blowing up online. The 61-year-old legal scholar first became aware of the AI's false allegations after receiving an email from UCLA professor Eugene Volokh, who reported asked Chat GPT to cite 5 examples of sexual harassment by professors at American law schools, along with quotes from relevant newspaper articles. Among the supplied examples were an alleged 2018 incident in which Georgetown University law student Professor Turley was accused of sexual harassment by a former female student.
Wow.
So the complaint alleges that Turley made sexual suggestive comments and attempted to touch her in a sexual manner during a law school sponsored trip to Alaska. He said, I learned that Chat GPT falsely reported on a claim of sexual harassment that was never made against me on a trip that never occurred while I was on a faculty where I never taught. Chat GPT replied on a cited Post article that was never written and quotes a statement from him, April 6, 2023. GPT. One more thing. He said, finally, and most importantly, I have never taken students on a trip of any kind in 35 years of teaching, never went to Alaska with any students, and I've never been accused of sexual harassment or assault.
So where would it come from? Where would the allegations come from? It just came out of thin air? Like
basically
how?
that's what he's saying. Like he's like, none of the stuff that Chat GPT came up with, I guess because the teacher asked for 5 examples of sexual harassment by professors at American law schools. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine like getting some type of email from somebody that basically like this claim comes up, like, and you think it's AI, like clearly it's like, well,
this would be crazy. Just
true could it be, right? It came from a damn Autobot. That just generated some information about somebody.
Exactly.
Turley told the Post, ChatGPT has not contacted me or apologized. It has declined to say anything at all. That is precisely the problem. When you are defamed by a newspaper, there is a reporter who you can contact. Even when Microsoft's AI system repeated that same false story, it did not contact me and only shrugged that it tries to be accurate.
Yeah. And one thing that I'm thinking about this Chat GPT
that would
is
heat me up.
Maybe his name got like cross-referenced with someone who actually was accused of those allegations. That's my only thought with it, because with the whole AI, you know, it just gathers a lot of information from different places. So it's probably like calibrating like based on his name.
Yeah, but how would his name?
Uh-oh. No, you got punched in the mouth with the mic.
Yeah.
We got to keep that part.
Shut up. Okay.
But just think about like the problems that can arise from
heck yeah, like
this type
I feel
of
like
technology.
That would ruin somebody's life. Like he got an email from someone at UCLA basically asking him about the claims that had just been automatically generated from a question that had come up. My thing is like, who's in charge? Like if something came up from me for GPT like that, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking to sue for defamation.
Right.
Who you gonna call?
Who?
Who gonna check me, boo?
Who you gonna contact? Who's running it? Who's the upper hand? Like
who gave GPT that information is my question.
Right.
And how did it come up with that name in particular? I just feel like that's a very random name to come up, because he said it came up under 2 different Chat GPT and also
2 different places.
Microsoft. Did he say Microsoft?
He said Microsoft too. Yeah.
That's. I would be highly pissed. Whoever's in charge of that, like you need to get that fixed.
And you're already seeing like the type of, you know,
misinformation,
the type of misinformation, the type of trouble that this is already going to be like leading down to a degree. Because I like AI, I like the new technology. I like the innovativeness. I like where they're going with certain things, but it also gives me so much like apprehension about this AI as far as this artificial intelligence, especially when you have like computers that are trained to adapt to things and to be able to think on, pretty much to adapt, and then to think on their own. I
feel like it's definitely something that's like taken over technology though. Like people are using a lot of Chat GPT, like a lot of that AI technology these days. It's almost like scary. Like, and I didn't even really start paying attention to it until all that stuff was that TikTok. I saw a trend. Like, you know how people are on there and they go live. I get on there and like, there's one person after the next doing all this AI stuff where they're like kind of bouncing when they talk. And I was like, what? When I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck? What is he?
Why
is he?
That was crazy.
What's wrong with him? Like, why he keeps saying the same things? And it sounds like an automated system or something, right? Yeah. Like, because I want to say it started from like all that Barbie stuff.
The Barbie, and then it also was like
but I kept seeing it, so then I was like, is it Barbie or is it more about this AI thing? Because like if you look at it, if you know what I'm talking about, it's like yum yum, lick it up and let's keep going. And you just like, you ask me a question and then it's the same generic
thing, the same exact thing
like response.
And then
they're doing this the whole time they're talking.
And then also, like, you know, with the whole AI generated like voices and stuff like that, you know, even like with like rappers that have like passed on or singers that have passed on, like they're able to duplicate their voice and to like, and someone else is like singing their songs with their voice, and or saying things in their voice that they never ever said in their life.
Right. This reminds me like of a lot of things. Like, you know how they make those little visual videos of people who have already passed away, and then they make a whole show of it. That is weird to me.
Like the hologram?
Yes.
Yes.
That kind of stuff.
You say yes.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then like AI technology, I think the thought of this technology becomes smarter than we are.
Hell yeah.
That's another thing.
Fear.
Yeah, especially after watching like a movie like Terminator, War Games. What happens when you can't outsmart the computer starts to outsmart you. Not only that,
they take over, like the Matrix, like all of that stuff.
Right. But then, in the Matrix too. But then like DNA, how people talk about like duplicating someone's DNA.
Like the cloning and all of that.
Yeah, cloning. And see, but that's the thing though, is I'm just, all these like crazy little scary skeptic type of things that they are putting out there now.
All the sci-fi type of stuff that you thought was just sci-fi is coming to life.
Yes, like, and you think about how long Zuri been on your phone. Okay, don't talk where it is. But think about that. Like,
all of them.
Yeah, just know when you ask questions out there, like even Google, like Alexa. Hey, Alexa, if you say Alexa's name, don't you know she listening?
Sometimes she listening when you don't even think that she listening.
So who else is listening?
Because who is
Alexa?
So we had to unplug that in our house because she would just start talking, like we would just be having conversations,
and she would just bust out.
She'll just bust out saying something.
Yeah.
Because she listening on the low.
Ain't nobody even talking to you, and you started talking to me. Like, stop listening to what we talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, but that's not to go off topic, but I'm just saying, like, all this stuff,
it's still within the same thing.
The technology in that. I saw something about them talking about making Alexa like almost like a therapist. Like, it'll pick up on when people are arguing. And it'll
shit.
Like, yeah, I saw something like that on TV. I don't know what show it is. I know somebody knows what I'm talking about though.
It can actually like pick up on your voice and like the inflection in your voice. As far as, like, if you sound emotionally distressed, like things like that. I know what you're talking about.
I think Alexa's gonna be like, she's gonna start being a lot more for people than what they know at this point. Right now, it's probably just recording all this data and just gathering everybody's nosy information up and then learning how to teach them people. Like,
yes,
calm down, lower your voice, count backwards from 3, 2, 1.
Calm down. It's gonna be okay.
No need to fight today.
Don't end up in county jail today.
You're making the wrong mistake here. Okay? Like, Alexa's gonna be a therapist.
You need to sit down and rationalize what you're talking about.
Right. She about to be the doctor.
You're having a midlife crisis.
Right. She about to be your counselor. You don't even know it. I feel like this
she's gonna be prescribing you stuff.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, I'm trying to tell you, it's a thing. Like, it's coming. Whoever came up with ChatGPT,
I think so.
There is a person.
I'm sure there's somebody that you can contact. Even when we was at this PopFest recently, and someone came on there and they were trying to show us that app that had the AI that could pretty much like handle some of your like daily tasks and stuff like that. Even with like YouTube, like looking at that, I was like, this is like crazy innovative, where you can literally program it to do some of the things that you do normally every single day, and it'll do it like clockwork.
Yep.
As if you're the human being.
Right.
As if you're the human being that's doing it right now.
Right. You don't have anybody else, and literally it's like you don't even need anybody else with the stuff that they are putting in people's hands for them to just use the technology that's being put out there. It's
right,
like,
but think of the blowback with the AI, because I already see where this is going.
But even that, like, look at how it's affecting like jobs.
That's
like
what I'm going.
Like
that's what I'm going with.
Kroger, Walmart, you walk in there, it's like you can't even get help these days. Like, the one person that's standing there is there for everybody. You ring your own damn groceries up. We're not paying for those people to do that no more.
It's basically a computer that's talking to you, and that's like the early stages of AI to a degree.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just wondering where this whole Chat GPT is going.
Yeah, I agree.
And just the whole realm of just AI.
I think it's quite interesting, and it's definitely something people should really be keeping their eye on, because...
And it's accelerating really, really fast right now.
Yes, it is. Extremely, extremely. And the information that it generates, like, it can give you some good information now. Don't get it wrong. But it also obviously clearly will give you misinformation, like way misinformation. And Clearly, we'll ruin somebody's life because it's misinformed.
Because it's a life ruiner.
It ruins people's lives.
And on that note, y'all, we appreciate you guys for tuning in for another episode of AsiaandBJ X the Script.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes from us. Yeah. Also, if you are streaming on any platform, hit that auto download button so you don't miss any episodes. And what else you got?
Shoot, hug your babies, kiss your loved ones, pet your dogs, y'all. I love y'all so much. If ain't nobody else told you today, I love you. Okay? And don't forget it. So all of that to say, we're going to see y'all next time. And shoot, love somebody, hug somebody, tell them that you love them. And we out of here. We're going to see y'all next episode, y'all.
Peace and blessings, y'all.